Hey y'all, Danny Lantern here with another edition of How to Cosplay foam into armor. But we're not going to base it on armor right now. We're actually just going to do a simple cutout and show you how to heat works effectively on foam, and you can make your own design and you can make your own lines and curves and all kinds of stuff with just the simple use of a heat gun. You need a heat gun, EVA foam. We're going to need an X-Acto knife and a razor blade because it will help curve things, and we will show you how to do it. Hi! Okay, so you have your EVA foam. See, it's pretty thin. It's thick enough to do stuff too. But the good thing is about this is the fact that it isn't so thick that you can't make cool designs with. I got this massive sheet, and it's actually a lot bigger. I actually cut it. You can see at Modell Sporting Goods. It was only 35 bucks. What else will you need? Let me show you. You're going to need one of these. Haha, heat gun, bang bang. You'll need this! An X-Acto knife. Make sure you have a sharp blade so it cuts. Also, that's a razor blade thing. Box cutter. It's a box cutter. But it has razors in it. And the sharper the better, the newer the easier. It will cut like butter. And we want things to cut like butter because, you know, it just makes things better. Oh god, it just tastes like butter. Anyway, a few other things you're going to need for this project. What? Maybe some scissors! Don't run with these, and don't put them that close to your face because that's a terrible idea. Scissors! Anywhere you can pick those up. Hi. So, for this trick, we're going to do this logo. Alan Scott's Green Lantern, Golden Age. Now, the logo in that is simple, easy, but I want to spice it up a little bit. You know who did a better logo? It's this one right here. You can't really see it. It's really hard. It just looks cooler. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make a chest plate for my Alan Scott costume that I'll be wearing at a convention soon. Along with another tutorial, I will show you how to make a really cool power green ring. Notice that I mentioned the power green ring, and it's really rude of me not to show it off now because it's really awesome. But that's another tutorial that I will show you later. Okay, so you grab your foam, right, and you cut out what you need. This part, because we only need really a bowl size. So I'm just gonna cut this out, just standard, cut it out, boom, great. See you later, other piece. Now I'm going to take this Sharpie. Thank you, bowl. I'm going to have to wash this afterwards, so there's probably some markings around it. I use this bowl because it was a good size for my chest as well as the part where I want it to be for... Yeah, I'm going to have to wash that. Whoops. See. Anyway, I want that bowl because it would be a good size for my chest and a good spot for where the zippers are for it. Now, I got that part out, all taken care of. What I can do here now is, I don't suggest you use your kitchen counter table unless you're prone to using it for cutting stuff and whatever. But a cutting board, if you have one, which every kitchen should, helps out. So, cutting board, foam, blade. Okay, I'm left-handed, so this is a little bit more trickier. But what I really want to do is actually take the blade out, roughly the last one, because it's probably going to be the sharpest one. And what I want to do is I want this to pop out better. So I'm going to, see, the lighting sucks, I'm left-handed. So I want to cut at a, almost like at an angle, okay? So you kind of want it to look like that. An angle going around in a circle. So watch what I do, okay? So cut down, angle it. I'm going to angle it too much. So now now you see how that is there. Cool. Now you see there's some edges there. We're gonna have to clean that up. So I'm gonna go in over it again. We got good edges. I'm just gonna go in carefully over these edges, turning it slowly. I want the best. There you go. Comes right off. Now, some aren't going to be perfect. That's okay. That's why this is called practice. You always should practice your first time doing this. Don't try to be the first time. But actually this came out pretty good. So, there's that. Let me draw the design and I'll be right back with ya. Okay, thanks. I've created a hold. Hi again. So that's the design we were going for. That's the design I did. Freehanded. It's alright. I mean, I want it to pop out still. So we're gonna go with this the best way I want. Plus, I didn't want it to be this skinny fucking lantern. I wanted this lantern. So, let's cut this. Excuse me for the language. I'll try to beep that out if I can. If I can't, whatever, deal with it. So, for this, I just want the fine lines and the details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this X-Acto knife, I'm going to cut into this the way I want it to. Then when it's all said and done, I'm going to heat this sucker up. So, really just want to go into this nice and just not too heavy, because we don't want it going through the foam. So, for instance, right? We just want to kind of just graze it. See how that is? And see how it opens up like so? Now when I heat that up, that line's gonna really show. Now if I go into too deep, what happens? Oh god, we went through it. And then you're bleeding everywhere, we don't want that to happen. So we just want a nice small cut, like so. Enough to pierce it a little bit. Okay, not too much. So this does take practice. Once you grab your foam, try to do practices of this with an X-Acto knife or with your blade. Always hold your blade like this to get the best edges, because this blade will cut through a lot easier than that. But you want detail and fine, I recommend a X-Acto knife. Now let me cut this and then I'll be right back. So we are completed. See? Looks nice. It's all cut and stuff. Now we're going to heat gun. Fun stuff. Let me plug it in. Now remember kids, they call this a heat gun for a reason. It gets hot. Once you use it, be careful of this. It is very, very, very hot. In fact, one of my first lessons... Oops, let me unplug that real quick. See that? Did you see this? That's because this touched that after using. We don't want to do that. So, hear it? Cool. Let's get started. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Here's my buddy. I'm going to shoot this. This is going to rise. All the things are going to open as well. Now you can see that some spots weren't cut properly, so that's why you can go back into it and do it. But you can see that. I mean, that's like a 3D feel and effect. So when we put it on the chest, you know, it's like it's really sticks out. Now what I'm going to do with this is I think I'm just going to go in for the coloring. because plastic dip usually holds spray paint really well. I'm going to use acrylic paint on this guy because it's going to be several different colors instead of just one solid color. So let's do that. Shall we? Shall we? Yes, we shall. First coat. Actually, it looks really cool. This is sweet, actually. So, like, lantern. Yeah. I like it. I dig it. I want to finish it. And then you'll see the finished product. Yay! Well, folks, the final piece. Ooh, pretty. See? And I think it came out pretty good, actually. I can't wait to put this on my jacket. I'm just going to use double-sided Velcro. It sticks really well. And I can just reuse it, take it off, reuse it, take it off, take it. It's awesome. It came out pretty good. Yeah. Shading, highlights, different from just a standard plain flat logo. I want it to pop out more. You know? So, anyway, enough on that. Until my next tutorial shall be how to make a green flame for Alan Scott, or Green Lantern Guy Gardner, or even, you know, fire. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, until next time, folks. See ya.